How many times have you gone out with a girl? It was quote unquote getting serious, and then all of a sudden it just fizzled out. At what point exactly does it always fizzle out? Tell me.
I would say like we get to know each other, go out a couple times, have a good time,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just kind of like probably all right, there's like a middle point. You know what I'm trying to say?
What do you mean
Like
middle
you're not
point?
in like the introduction stage anymore. You're just trying to like you're getting through it.
Don't say talking
Like not
stage. Don't say
not
talking.
talking.
Okay, good. Talking stage is
Yeah,
bullshit.
like I'm not trying to play hard to get any like stupid games, anything like dumb like that. Like, hey, let's just see how this goes, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, like just before, like I guess you would say, hey, we are actually our thing. It just I don't know, this kind of just doesn't materialize in a way.
Okay, so are you passing the intimacy part or whatever? Like, are you, like, you sleeping with them essentially?
No,
Okay, this is before that.
I would say probably just before that. Yeah,
Okay, so what you're asking for a relationship before that phase?
yeah,
Okay, so you're asking them out, is what you're saying, to date.
yeah. Like not really like asking him out. Just kind of like I would say right before that because I'm not just trying to like a hook up and just like kind of leave. Like I'm actually like trying to be kind of like somewhat serious and kind of like somewhat get to know him.
Well,
Like if I just
that's.
want to have fun, I could do what I've been doing for the last year, if you know what I mean.
I mean, the truth is, right? That's you're not playing this correctly. That's why you don't you don't choose them; they choose you.
Yeah,
So when you think about it this way, right? You asking them to date you is a huge mistake. Girls don't want this, man. They really don't. I've talked to so many men. They don't want this. They don't want you to ask them out to date them. Okay? That kills it for them because they want to know they can like chase a bit. They want to see what you're going to do. They want to put you through a little bit. It creates excitement for them. So for you to ask them out spoils all of it.
mm,
So realistically, and also keep in mind, right? Intimacy and long-term relationships are tied together. One
yeah,
cannot happen without the other. Despite the fact that in the past, obviously there's a lot of religions that will have you believe that it's possible. Technically, sure, it is, but under a very specific context. Okay. In a modern environment, you're going to have a really hard time implementing that. Okay. So for that reason, understand that and yeah, don't be so quick to ask. Yeah, they have to indicate to you that they want to date you first, man. Because it really makes sure, because the girls have such an abundance of options now. You really got to make sure that they want you before you engage in that, honestly.
yeah. That's I think that's the part I struggle because like you you know it, I know it. Every guy in the world pretty knows it. You get a lot of mixed singles
Oh, yeah.
from chicks, and I think that I don't like to try to like say, hey, what's this date? Hey, are we dating? Like I guess probably my mistake is I'm kind of ask like where are we at? And
Should never ask.
that's when that's when I'm just kind. Then that's when they're kind of like they can't give you like an answer. I'm like you just kind of like in limbo. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't care about limbo. That's like the ultimate female test is being in limbo.
Mm.
You want to see how you're going to act. It was a, bro, like, it's not, okay, this is going to sound really bad. I'm just going to say it anyways. It's going to sound bad, though.
Go no go man. Honesty is key.
This is the reality of this. A relationship, my friend, does not benefit men. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the truth. A relationship does not benefit a man. Not in the modern era. Okay? Not in the modern era. And I'll explain why. You can get everything that she can offer without a relationship. Everything. Unless she's coming over to your house, cleaning up and cooking and all this shit, adding tons of extra value, which let's be honest, most modern girls really don't know how to do any of those things, especially when they're young. They really just don't know. Most of them don't do these things. What can they really offer you in a relationship that they couldn't offer you as just, in the limbo phase, I suppose?
I never really like thought about that, man. That's actually
Like they don't like, I'm sorry to say this, but like realistically, I'm not it's not a shaming thing. I'm not trying to say oh women are bad for this. I'm just saying honestly, it's just the way modern life works. Is
no.
different. Like men
It's
also don't offer women much either necessarily, but they still have to offer more. Even in the modern era, they still have to offer more because if they didn't, woman would not date him. You know,
That's
this is the
exactly.
reality. So you're the one that's driving, picking them up, curating the dates, probably being a half decent guy, knowing what to say. Like you can't just go there and be like, "Oh, let's play Hot Wheels," and then you guys are gonna bang. It doesn't work that way. Okay.
No,
Like you have to, play the game, say the right thing. Like girls are like, always be yourself. It's like, come on, man. We know like we can't really fully, like, especially when you're young, you can't be yourself as a guy because you don't have
no, no.
character. When you get
Yeah,
older at some point, when you internalize a lot of concepts like, true self-belief, true confidence, actually being competent, actually building skills, you can go build, you can drive well, you can handle emotional turmoil, you can you can provide therapy almost to them in some way, take care of them. Well, at that point, sure, now you don't have to worry about it because now that sick, like that really high quality man that you used to dream about being, now you are him. So now you don't have to like finesse as much. But if you're a young guy, man, like what are you really gonna offer them? What, are you gonna take care of them now? You're gonna bring them into your house and take care of them and all that stuff. It's like no, right? So realistically speaking, that's just the way it is. And realistically, even from a camaraderie standpoint, you can't say what you truly desire and want to most of the time. Because now you're like, oh, if I say the truth of how I actually feel, she's gonna get pissed and all this stuff. Um, so yeah, that's just the reality, right? You can't really do that, and the truth is, they don't really offer you any real value. So like, why are you so keen on dating them? Is it just for the experience of dating at that point? Like, I mean, that doesn't really benefit you realistically. So
all right.
I don't know.
I'll give you some context. Like I said, I'm in college. I'm 20. I'm pretty well ahead of the curve. I have a nice job, balanced school. I'm a student athlete.
Yeah.
I have my own apartment. So I feel as I don't know, as I think a chick would find those things. Like if a chick would judge you, I would think I had those good qualities. Something like I'm
Right.
kind of somewhat put together for my age.
Right.
I can bring something to the table. Like I'm not saying like I'm trying to meet somebody, I'm trying to marry them, but like I wouldn't mind to say, hey, I have just one to worry about, not just every weekend trying to just let the cycle repeat. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I get your point, right? But the thing is, you have to be realistic about it. You have to. The best choice you're going to make is from a position of abundance, and they have to qualify to you, my friend. You going and
Mhm.
telling me all this and saying, "Oh, I should be able to do this," is proving their point that like they're leaving because why you feel that you have to qualify to them?
That is true. Yeah.
Like, why are you qualifying to them? The girl that you pick in the end, man, truly, if you're really going to do it properly in today's era, is the girl that sticks it out. That's the girl you're gonna take. The girl that sticks it out.
Mm.
And a lot of them won't. So whatever. And if she sticks it out for you, great. You know?
So, what would you say my mindset should be going forward?
Don't
You
care
kind of
about
like hit it a
dating.
little bit.
Yeah,
Don't care about
don't
dating?
care about dating at 20, man. What are you gonna find at 20? You don't know a lot of things yet, unfortunately. It's not because you're stupid, it's just that there's certain things you have to internalize through experience alone, right?
Yeah.
You can read the book all day long and I can tell you exactly what it's going to be, but your individual experience is always going to be slightly varied, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
And then to really internalize all the things that even I would tell you, you still need to go through certain things, right? So for that reason, man, don't worry about dating at 20. You shouldn't be focused on that. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and, just start going and every weekend new one. I'm not saying that either, you know?
Yeah.
But be okay with having being in limbo, man. In the end of the day, like I said, you offer more value than they offer you. So if they come into your life, just make it clear, like, yeah, I'm not really into relationships. And if they push forward, push forward, push forward, then hey, at that point, maybe you could entertain it. But I personally think you shouldn't focus on dating at all. You should focus on building as much abundance as possible so that when you're after 25, you can make the best decision and you have the best available. Okay. That's what I honestly think. Dating when you're young, bro, is a waste of time. And I know because I've done it. So if I had to be honest
Yeah.
with you, I know because I've done it. It's a waste of time. Just
No,
focus on
man.
building
I
abundance, man. Then you have to do it later. Any work that you don't do now, you're gonna have to do later anyway. Might as well do it now and don't focus on this because realistically, you're not in a position to be able to understand the lesson as much as you will be later on in your life. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. I really appreciate your time tonight, man.
No worries, man. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel and check out my website in the description to book a call. Thanks for watching.